Hello and welcome to the Strange Table, where strange games are played by even stranger people. Joining me today is Fixer,
Hello, hello.
Ryota,
Hello.
and Tulkas the Valiant.
Rejoice!
Hi, we're all playing Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is a name everybody keeps forgetting, and I almost forgot then as well. It's a
How
game
come
about
I-
exploring a spooky house. Go on, Tulkas.
How
You had
come I
something
get
to
the
contribute?
Valiant, but she doesn't get Mittemuntaya?
Because I'm reading it literally off the table.
You suck.
It doesn't say Mittemuntum off the table.
And I indeed want to call it House on Haunted Hill for whatever reason.
Yeah, I know, I keep saying that. I keep thinking that. At any rate, yeah. So this is about four intrepid people who may or may not be Scooby-Doo trying to explore a haunted house to uncover the mysteries of the haunted house. We're going to go through and find what secrets it holds and creepy things and omens and items and collect them. And at a certain point, everything's going to get a bit spooky and it will become haunted. And one of us will be a big betrayer and will turn on everyone.
Now,
And-
when that happens, when the betrayer is chosen in the game, do the other people know that he's a betrayer?
Yes, we do know who is chosen because that person will have to go away and learn what their job is in order to win. Because there are 50 different scenarios in the game, which gives it quite a lot of replayability. And we will pick one. There's a big whole chart that you can cross-reference, which is actually over here that we can have a look, and it'll tell you basically the events that have happened and who's done it and when they've done it and stuff like that. Kind of determines which events, which story we're going to play through. And it can be different every time, and different. Will all become clear once we get to it. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things that can happen. And yeah, the remaining players will have to try and defeat the betrayer. The betrayer has to defeat everybody else through whatever means possible.
So, it looks like a tile-based room game where these tiles here have little yellow doors, and then you put another tile next to it, and the actual game board grows while you play. Is that right?
Yeah, the house is somewhat randomly generated because all the rooms in the house are these tiles over here. Some of the tiles can only be used on certain floors. We've got a ground floor in the middle, we've got an upper floor on the left-hand side of the board, or right, depending on which perspective you're looking at it from, and the basement over here on the stone part of the board. So each of the floors kind of has different things going on in it, and you can find shortcuts and secret pathways and stuff throughout the house. But because of the way the tiles are placed each turn, it is random and you'll get a different house every single time you play the game, which makes it even more replayable.
Sweet, it's very roguelite.
It is a little bit roguelike, yes. So, shall we all introduce our characters?
Yes, let's meet our heroes. Morocco, you go first.
All right. Well, I'm Professor Josiah Longfellow. I am 57 years old. My birthday is on July 27th, and I'm very proud of my aristocratic roots. My family used to have money, but my father lost it all on gambling and alcohol. Now, I used to live with my mother in a rundown Victorian house, but it used to be the finest house in town. My father disappeared one day. He just ran out. My mother does have a rather large life insurance policy, but, I don't really have any plans on collecting on it anytime soon, but, that money would be nice. I do know Ox, Flash, and Heather from the university. Brandon is actually my paper boy. Peter mows my yard and takes care of petty chores around the house. My greatest fear in life is that I will lose everything I have, proving to everyone that I'm no better than my deadbeat father. In my spare time, I'm into Gaelic music, drama, and fine wine.
Gaelic music, really?
Yep.
Sweet. All right.
Fixer.
Me next? Okay, we can do this.
Yeah, you're Flash Gordon.
Hold on, I gotta alt my card. Alright, can you hear me? I'm pressing too many keys at once. I'm hoping it can go through.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Darren Flash Williams. With a name like that, you know this guy's going to be the hero, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think so. Alright, I'm age 20, height 5'11". My birthday is June 6th. Flash isn't the most original name ever for someone as fast as Darren, but he likes it. It's comfortable and it fits him. Just like his favorite pair of track shoes. Darren lives to run and runs to live. When he's not running, Darren feels like there's nothing coming for him. Something not good. Something's coming for him, not nothing. That would not make sense. Even when he runs, the wind sometimes whispers in his ears, and he swears he can hear the not good thing coming up behind him fast. No wonder he's the star of the track team. Flash knows Ginny from the neighborhood. She's okay, but she's real quiet. He's known Madame Zostra for his entire life. After all, he's her nephew. Zoe's his little cousin, but he's only met her a couple times. Darren's greatest fear is that he's going to be caught by the not good thing, whatever it is.
That's very, very vague.
It is very vague. He seems kind of paranoid.
He does have only 3 sanity, so...
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for me, does it?
Yeah, it's worth noting that each of these characters each of the different coloured characters has 2 different options as well, which have different stats. So there's also Father Reinhardt is the other white option, who is a priest. He has high sanity. So, yeah, so the names that are being referenced in this, not all these characters are going to be in the game, but they all know each other in a roundabout way.
Wonderful.
We have to tell us about yourself.
I am Brandon Jaspers, 12 years old, and my hobbies are computers, camping, and hockey, and my birthday is on May 21st. I love computers and camping. I take my new laptop with me wherever I go. That way I can program and camp at the same time. Cool. I've never liked playing with regular toys, action figures, or that kind of thing. In fact, I hate puppets. I had a clown puppet when I was little, and some mornings when I woke up, I find it had moved close to me. I'm pretty sure my big brother Chris was messing with me, but I still hate puppets. I sometimes see Zoe's family when we go camping. Zoe usually hides in the tent with her dolls. Yuck. I deliver the newspaper to Professor Longfellow in his big old freaky house and to Mrs. family. My greatest fear is of puppets, particularly clown puppets.
That's a pretty justified fear.
Yup.
Tulkas, tell us about Ms. Lopez.
I wish we were using Skype for this, man. I really do. Vivian Lopez! Vivian's perfect day is to get up late, have coffee and donuts, and then ride one of her horses all day. Unfortunately, she doesn't get to spend too many days like that, since she's so busy trying to keep her little used bookstore from going under. Some days she gets so frustrated, she just feels like burning the place down, or maybe just burning the little shed out back, or the school. But she'd never do anything like that. Still, sometimes she has nightmares about striking the match. Vivian is a friend of Heather's mother, Sarah. She also knows Madame Zostra and Father Reinhardt as customers at her little bookstore. Something written. For extra money, Vivian has been sitting Missy du board at least once a month the past few years. Vivian's greatest fear is a fire, and her fascination with it.
Don't you mean that they are customers at her little bookstore?
What did he say?
He said customers, but it says customers on the
Oh,
thingy.
does it?
Oh, okay. Customers. Sorry.
All right. Well, we are approaching the house on the hill, and whoever goes first. How is that determined, Morocco?
It's whoever's birthday is next. So what's the date today? 21st of January. So whose birthday is next? My birthday's not till July, so
I'm
it's
in
not me.
June.
May
May
21st.
May 13th. Oh, I mean my character's birthday?
Your
Yeah.
character's birthday, yeah.
Okay. January 11th, so okay.
Tulkas has just had his birthday.
What was your childhood dog's name, Tulkas?
I didn't have a childhood. Did I?
What was the address of the first street you lived on?
What's your mother's
Do-
maiden?
Do not reply. Do not reply. Because he would. I know he would.
All right. So May is the next birthday. Oh wait, Tulkas, what's your birthday?
January, but he was like a week ago.
All right. So Wertha's first.
Actually, no,
Okay,
yeah.
what
Wertha's birthday.
do I have to do?
Well, we all make our way into the entrance hall.
I was like, Weirta's birthday isn't in May. What?
All right. So your speed is how many tiles you can walk. Is that correct?
It is, yes. Is your character right on this? Is your character token? You're Brandon Jaspers. It says Peter Akamoto on mine.
Oh, maybe I need to change that.
How do you?
Is that right?
Like,
Now it's
kid.
the correct
She
one.
has
Okay,
an
thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
identity
right.
disorder.
Right, that's a very important detail we need to make sure about. Okay, everyone's in the entrance hall. We have exits to either side. We have exits from the foyer, or we can head up the grand staircase to the upper landing. So you have 4 movements. You can move 4 spaces. And if you go through a doorway, we draw a room and add it to it. Or keep drawing until we find one that's appropriate, because the top one here is not appropriate for the ground floor. It can be an upper floor or it can be a basement floor, but it cannot be a ground floor. So, Uerta,
Okay.
where would you like to move?
I don't know. Maybe we should stay at the current floor for now.
There's all
so-
shelter in the entrance hall and hope it all blows over.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I just want to see what happens. So I will draw a card.
Yeah, why are we even
Or is-
here? Why don't we just go down to the pizza
basically-
parlor?
Basically, there's a huge storm outside, and we were all traveling together, and our car broke down, and there's no houses for miles around. So we all had to go inside to seek shelter from the rain. And we knocked on the door, but nobody answered, and we just had to go inside to get dry. And now we're in here, and curiosity has got the better of us. We want to have a look around.
So shouldn't Wadsworth be greeting us at that point then? Because
Maybe.
that's literally Clue.
It's the plot of like most horror things ever. That's why I picked it.
Alright, so Werta, you wanted to stay on the ground floor.
Yeah, can we go this way where my hand is?
Well, you can move your character. You can pick it up and go. Whoop, there we go.
Okay,
You're going
because I
there.
don't know. And then we
So
need
now
to put a
we need
card.
to. Whoop. Nope. Card. Discard that because it's not appropriate. That isn't ground. Okay. So this room is the graveyard.
Well, okay.
We've already found the graveyard.
Because of course
I know
that's
you're in the
inside the
graveyard.
house.
So what does the graveyard require you to do?
When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4+. If you fail, lose 1 knowledge, but continue moving.
Alright, so this...
Okay, so you don't need to do that yet. But it has a swirly icon on, which is an event. So you need to draw an event card and
Okay,
tell us
so
what
the
it is.
swirly one. Okay.
Yeah. So what event unfolds in the graveyard?
Something
Oh,
slimy.
tentacles already.
What's around your ankle? A bug? A tentacle? A dead hand clawing? You must attempt a speed roll. 4+, you
Okay.
break free, gain 1 speed. 1 to 3, lose 1 might. 0, lose 1 might and 1 speed. So now I roll my dice.
Yeah, so let's explain
yeah.
the dice real quick, I guess.
So the dice are numbered 0 to 2 twice over. So yeah, they're not high rolling dice. So you're going to roll 4 d3s essentially, -1. D3 -1, is that a thing? You don't. You only had 4. You only rolled 4, not all 8.
Oh,
You had a speed of 4. You rolled 4 dice.
let's do that again.
Yeah.
Can you reset that thingy?
Well, you can pick them all up, I guess. And
So your speed also determines how many dice you can roll.
yeah.
I don't know how to play
So
this game.
your character currently has a speed of 4, so for a speed roll, you take 4 dice and roll 4 of those, and you're trying to roll 4 or higher off the back of 4 dice. It should be doable.
Yes, and in case you guys watching have already played this game, go easy on us. This is our first time.
It is. So that's 4.
4.
So gain 1 speed. Or was it might?
Yay.
Which one was it? Speed, yeah. So move your speed ring up 1 space. So it still stays 4, but it's better than it was. Right. So if it goes up again, you'll get 5, and you'll be able to move 5 spaces. That was a good
This is
event.
difficult.
It was a speed-enhancing tentacle.
That's just
Whee.
plain wrong.
But you still need to do a sanity check when you leave the graveyard, but you're not leaving it just yet. So
Okay, so that will happen on my next turn.
yeah.
Maybe.
So as soon
Okay.
as you draw a card for any reason, which you did because it was an event, your turn ends. It moves on. So Tolkus.
Wait, what do I do with the card I drew?
Oh, the event. Discard it, I guess, because the event has happened.
We should play down the Salem sometimes for old time's sake, you know? That'll be fun.
Go on, Vivian. Where are you going to go?
Vivian Lupin. Why? I'm gonna go over here to there, yeah,
To that doorway? Okay.
or there. Angles and me.
Okay. That room's no good. That room's no good. That room's okay. It is a charred room.
So I can go move another space, right?
No, because this room is an omen.
Now, it's worth noting that when you have a yellow door going into another room that doesn't have an adjacent yellow door, that door is considered to be boarded up and unusable.
Oh, okay, I was literally just about to ask, how does the charred room connect to the graveyard? Because it kind of doesn't.
Right, it's just considered...
Okay. It's just an unusable door, okay.
Yep.
Okay, the charred room is an omen. Tulkas, you must take an omen.
Oh, there are omens for it?
The bird
There are
cards.
omens.
Yeah.
The one that says Omen on it.
Hey, so
Yeah.
it's like an augury. That's cool. I love auguries. How do I...
Drag and drop one off,
we
drag
do it
one
like
off the
that,
top.
we don't do it.
Yeah.
There. I love auguries. Okay, so this is bite. A growl, the scent of death, pain, darkness, gone. When you draw this card, something bites you. The player on your right roll the might for attack against you for the mysterious something before it runs away into the darkness. You
I'm not sure if
defend
these
against
cards
this
have been
attack
shuffled.
as normal by rolling dice equal to your might. This omen can be dropped, traded, or stolen. Make a hunt roll now.
I'm not convinced these have been shuffled too much, but I'm not sure if that actually also matters for the first game because we don't know what most of them are. I thought it automatically shuffled them, but I don't know. So the player on your right, Weird
is
must
that
roll
me?
a might. Rolls a might for attack against you.
Do I need to roll my dice or Tulkas' dice?
Roll your dice. Roll 4 of your dice for an attack against Tulkas, and Tulkas needs to roll dice equal to his might to try and defend.
Okay, I have a might. of
2.
2. Oh,
You're a middle-aged woman, Tulkas. You have 2 might.
I'm not middle-aged.
A middle-aged woman who runs a bookshop. How old is Vivian? She's
42, I
man. That's pretty middle-aged.
42 is not middle-aged.
Thereabouts. What are you defining as middle-aged then?
42 is like ancient, man.
50,
How can anyone? How can
Only
anyone
if you're
be
planning to live to
42?
100. Most people don't live to 100, Fixer.
Picture just doesn't want to be old.
How could anyone be 42? I don't understand that. That's beyond my comprehension now.
What are we classifying that role as?
I think he could re-roll.
23
Yeah,
is middle-aged.
Yeah,
in my
re-roll
opinion.
that.
Re-roll the weird dice and try and roll a 2.
23.
Or both, whatever.
No, just don't.
23
Just
is
don't.
my opinion. I defy you.
Well, okay.
So what happens now?
Damage. Tulkas takes damage. How much damage do you take? Does bite tell you?
I don't think that she was supposed to roll any dice. Since the player on your right rolls a might 4 attack against you, so it tells you exactly what she rolls.
It says roll though. It uses the word roll, which it says might 4, which I assume is roll 4 dice.
I don't know, maybe.
Is that not right?
I don't know.
I feel like that would be right.
Either way, he rolled a 0, so he loses.
So that's yeah. So does that count as combat? Because for combat, that would mean Tulkas would take 4 damage, and that would be quite a lot of damage. Because basically, I think damage is equal to the difference between the 2 dice, and would lower your might stat by 4. Which, you know, if this was haunt time, it would straight out kill her. But because we haven't got to the haunt stat, your stat can't go below its lowest point.
Okay.
I think that puts you down to there.
Hooray!
Now, we have to do a haunt roll now.
We also do that, yes, because now we have an omen in play. Each time an omen is added to the... we can update the omen counter over here as well, actually.
So what's a haunt roll?
There are 13 omens in the game, so to do a haunt roll, you roll 6 dice, and if you roll lower than the omen counter, then the haunting begins, and we follow the table and figure out who's the bad guy.
It's
But-
Where is the omen counter?
Can you guys not see the notes on the right-hand side of the screen?
What?
The Tabletop Simulator notes. I have notes on my screen. I don't know if you guys get notes.
I would have notes.
I can't I don't.
Okay, well, it's 1. It's basically equivalent to the number of omens that there are on the table. And we've only got 1, so omen counter is 1. Tell you what, actually we've got, yes, oh, yeah, we've got one over here. Someone's popped it on here. So we have this tracker in the corner here, which we can use to track omens with. There's over by the dog.
Yeah.
Dotty's name is
Dotty the dog, yes.
So we have to roll 6 dice, and if it is...
Yeah,
is it equal or higher?
Yeah, you need if it's lower than the omen counter, the haunting starts. If it's equal, it's okay.
So if 6
So
dice...
Tulkas needs to roll 6 dice and score 1 or higher. We're pretty okay, probably, but he could. I don't know. It's Tulkas. Mind you, if he manages to roll 8 dice and they all come up exactly the same face, I'm taking him to the casino. Okay, that's like 8. We're pretty okay.
All right.
Haunting doesn't happen. We're fine.
Excellent. So that ends his turn then.
That's Tulkas.
Yay!
Okay, so me, Professor Longfellow. I'm going to go for strolls through this scenic mansion. I might go upstairs, actually. Have a look around. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and let's just head to the landing on this side.
That basically leaves the basement for me then, right? I don't like going into basements.
How do you get to the basement? I don't know if you can access the basement until we find a basement access.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a couple ways to get down there, but I think by default we can't just like waltz down there.
Alright.
So top card is any floor, so that's okay. It is a dusty hallway. Nothing happens.
So that means you can move again, right?
No, because I've used up all my movement. That was 4 moves I took to get there.
Oh,
And
but
my
if you had
movement
like
is 4,
6 movement, you could move again?
Yep.
All right.
If I had 5 or 6 movement, yeah, I could just totally go for it. But that's me.
All right. Well, if they're exploring the lower area, I guess I'll go upstairs with you.
Okay.
Hopefully Yvette will be up here. All right. What do we got?
But you've got 6, so you can move a fair way. You can go through the dusty hallway if you wanted.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess I'll go this way, open up the board a little bit.
Okay. That's a ground floor. Oh, you're doing yours was below mine, so go with that. It is what? Oh, an organ room. Oh, okay. That's not what immediately sprung to mind when it said organ room. I was like, ew, organ room. Why is
I
your
was
room full of
thinking the
organs?
same.
I was like, that's horrible. There's just jars of like lungs and kidneys lining the walls. It's like, oh god.
There we go.
Is that how you want to organize it? Okay.
All right. And we had a card on there for an event.
That's an event, yeah. It's gonna happen. Okay. It is rotated. Good.
A moment of hope, because I am Flash. All right? Something feels strangely right about this room. Something is resisting the evil of the house. Place the blessing token in this room. Each hero rolls 1 additional die, maximum of 8, on all trait rolls while in this room.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
This room has my blessing.
I think we have to set one of these tokens to be blessing, but I don't know which state it is. Oh, number 2 is blessing. Okay, that was easy. Okay, so this room is now blessed.
Oh, let's not cover up the little icon, though.
Alright, I thought covering up the icon was appropriate, but...
I don't think so, because anyone who goes in there draws that card, right? Or is that only played?
No, the event only plays once, so that's why I covered it up, because that way the event is done, it's been done.
So what would be the benefit of going in this room and rolling another die?
Basically, later events might require us to make specific rolls while holding an item, so we could specifically move to this room to get a better chance of passing the roll on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
For various scenarios and things, it might be like, you need to hold the book and roll a 6 or more.
Fantastic. All right, I guess that's my roll. Or my...
So this is a nice benefit roll for when scenarios come up. Okay. Bertha. It's you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this exiting thing means.
As soon as you leave the room, you have to make a sanity roll of 4 or more, or lose knowledge, basically.
So you
and
roll...
there's only one exit, so you don't have much choice.
So do I roll now or move first?
You can
say
either or.
first, because it doesn't matter too much, but yeah.
And I can move 4 spaces, was that?
Move force. Yes, I think so. What's your speed?
How about we move 1 first, then do your roll?
Yeah, okay, do
Okay.
that. Okay. So,
How many?
wait, hang
was
on.
it 4?
It's roll sanity. What's your sanity? Your sanity's at 4. So roll 4 dice and try and score more than 4, yeah. That's okay.
Yay!
Okay, well, you can continue moving.
Sweet.
You got 3 more moves.
Yeah, I guess I could go here.
Okay, move yourself.
Oh, Maroka is doing it for me, apparently.
You were just gesturing, and so I thought it'd be helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
So, do you want to draw the room?
Yep.
That one's yep, use that one. There's an abandoned room, it is an omen.
Uh-oh. Alright, draw an omen.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm slow. Spirit board, a board with letters and numbers to call the dead. Before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the traitor can move any number of monsters 1 space closer to you. If you are the traitor, you don't have to move those monsters. If there is no traitor, all monsters move 1 space closer to you. Make a haunt roll now.
Alright.
I don't understand.
I'm not sure I follow all that, but I think it'll make sense.
Most
in
of it
time.
doesn't matter because there's no traitor and there's no monsters.
No, but it says if there's no traitor, or no, it involves traitors and monsters, all of it. But you can also look at the. Oh, you can't do it this turn, but next turn before you move, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a haunt roll.
Okay.
The omen counter
So what, does she
is
keep
2.
the card until next turn?
Just keep it on you, because I guess it's a permanent item now. I guess that's just a thing you have. You have the Ouija board now, so you can talk to the spirits anytime you like.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can, like on the beginning of every turn of mine, I can.
You can use
look
that every
at the
turn now
board.
to have a look at the rooms. Yeah.
Oh, cool beans.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
So they're not necessarily bad things, but it does mean we're closer to being haunted.
right.
Yeah.
Which means she's got to do a haunt roll.
Yeah.
So
roll
what do
6
I do?
dice and try and roll 2 or more.
Cool.
That's okay. We're not haunted yet.
Talkus, you're up to bat.
Joyce! Welcome back to Town of Salem with Strangelands. We're here with Mbroka and Fixer and Weirta. And I'm the vampire.
You're in the conservatory.
This is Clue. Where's the secret passage?
Does this mean I get to do something?
It means you draw an event. Trigger
Oh,
an
I
event.
want to draw an event. Where's the event? The event is here.
The
Okay.
spiral ones that say event.
Ooh.
Oh, smoke.
Smoke billows around you, you cough. Wiping away tears. Put the smoke token in this room. The smoke blocks line of sight from adjacent rooms. An explorer rolls 2 fewer die, minimum of 1 die. And all trait rolls while in this room.
Okay.
Wow.
Actually, I don't think that does much in the context of the game because it's the dead end room. I
Yeah,
guess
that's a good point. It would affect the charred room.
it would. Yeah, if it was like a passageway, it would probably affect us
Maybe-
more. I'm guessing the block line of sight is to do with monsters being able to see us and stuff.
Maybe we should leave this card face up over here so we can refer back to it in case we forget.
Oh, it actually tells me when I hover over it which tile it is, and I don't have to check them all manually. I was going through them all one at a time. So that one's smoky now. It has a smoke counter.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's me now.
I'm not sure what's smoking in the conservatory. Maybe the plants are on fire.
Let's open a window just to
Whoa.
go for smoke in the room. Wait, what? What just happened?
I don't know, someone lifted the whole side of the board.
Don't do that.
I didn't do
Is
anything.
everything okay? Right, so I'm going to go for a stroll through this lovely house. We're going to go this way. And Oh, that is an upper floor one. It is a junk room. Oh no. That. When exiting, I need to roll might 3 or higher. Fail, I lose speed. Trip over some junk. But it is also an omen!
Oh
Dun,
boy.
dun, dun.
I'm not going in that room.
The omen is a dog. I have a dog
Doggy!
companion. Gain 1 might and 1 sanity. Lose 1 might and 1 sanity if you lose custody of the dog. Take a small monster token to represent the dog, put it in your room, use a token of a different color from other monsters if any. Once during your turn, the dog can move to any explored room 6 spaces away and return. It can pick up and carry 1 item before it returns. The dog is not slowed by opponents. It cannot use one-way passages or rooms that require a roll. It cannot carry items that slow movements. The omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen.
So you're basically trapped. How do if you're in
How am I
here?
trapped?
Because he can't go through rooms that require a roll, and you're in a room that requires a roll.
Well, oh, did it say that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the dog can't use rooms that require a roll. Oh crap. Yeah, my dog is stuck in this room until we can connect this room to another passageway, I guess.
But leaving
Dang
the
it.
room would require a roll.
I can leave, but the dog can't come with me. That's the thing.
So basically, the dog is just like chilling on the couch.
The dog just has to chill in the junk room, and that means I get
love
might and
it.
sanity now, but I will lose it next turn immediately.
Maroka and Dottie on the death road to Canada together. Aww.
All right, it's my turn then.
Go Flash!
Ah.
I was waiting for that.
All right, so we're upstairs.
Yep.
I am the Flash.
Here it is.
Statuary corridor.
Okay. So
Interesting.
that door's blocked off from the landing.
Yep, and we got an event.
Dun dun dun! Flip it.
Webs! Casually, you reach up to brush some webs aside, but they won't brush away. They cling. You must attempt a might roll. 4+, you break free, gain 1 might, and discard this card. 0 to 3, you're stuck, and keep this card. If you're stuck, you can't do anything until you're freed. Once during an explorer's turn, any explorer can attempt a might roll to free you. You can also attempt this roll. Okay, so this is just here until I am actually free. So I need a 4+ to break free, and then I gain a might by doing so.
And yeah, after 3 unsuccessful attempts, you break free automatically, so you're not stuck there forever.
I like to point out my might is pretty low for an athletic guy.
Yeah, speed's your thing. You're more into running. Running guys aren't really into lifting.
I don't know. Have you seen Flash Gordon? He's got some biceps on him. He's strong.
Well, you're unfortunately you're not. You're Flash Darren,
Yes, but
which is
like
Flash Gordon's less known cousin.
it's a stunt double. All right, so I get only 3 dice.
Is that just your might?
This is looking bad, guys.
You might be stuck. Or you might be
4
okay.
or more.
Mm-hmm. You're stuck.
I'm stuck.
Have a web.
Do I have to put a web card in there? Is there a web card?
I don't think so. I never mentioned a web token. I think you just keep the webs on you,
Okay.
but nobody else can get past either because you're stuck there covered in webs like some weird webby mummy.
All right, so I'm stuck in Spider-Man's bedroom here. All right.
Yeah.
Rita's, you're next.
So I can look at the card from the pile.
Yeah, you can have a look at the top card on the pile. Admittedly, that's not useful to you because it actually shows the upper and basement floors, but you can have a look at it.
So does that mean she needs a private area? Because I assume only she can see it, right?
Well, I guess I could
Well,
draw it in my
she can
hand.
tell us what it is. She's on our side, so... We can just not look at it.
Oh,
Everybody
that's
look
right. I
away.
forgot that the sides are default. You can't see cards, right?
Sorry,
Wait a minute.
they are?
Well, I can't see her card. She flipped it and I couldn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on my
okay.
hand, so you can't see it.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
yeah, that's how we do
But
that.
do
then.
I tell you what this is, or
Well, you don't
How
have
does
to,
this work?
but we are all on the same side at the moment, so you
Okay.
know.
Well, I will tell you. I got a vault that only has one doorway, and it has the swirly thing, and then it has two of the heads, like an animal head. What's that? A Taurus head.
For a moment, I don't think I didn't do a roll after I got an omen, did I?
You did not. Let's take
So
a
we
that-
need to-
Yeah.
The Taurus
so I
head
need
is an item card, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's okay. We're not haunted.
Alright, so it's got an event and an item in there. So that actually
Oh,
may not be a bad
Lost a dice.
spot.
Sorry, I lost a dice off the table.
Alright,
Yeah, it's okay.
everything's loaded. I'm good.
And
Okay.
then the card says that you can attempt a knowledge roll of 6+ to open and empty the vault. Oh, so the items are in the vault, and if you roll 6 or more, and you can open it, and then you get the item cards.
So we should send Moroka there because of his knowledge. Or
So in order
Tulkas.
to attempt to open it, yeah, I suppose so.
Alright, which-
So should I put
but-
this card somewhere, or?
We'll
put it back in the pile.
Can you put that card somewhere? Because now you know it's a good room that we probably do want. But if you open a room on the ground floor, then that card's not going to get played.
Yeah. Okay. So I will put this back in the pile.
So, well, how much movement do you have?
I don't
You've
know.
got 4. So you could go to the foyer, grand staircase, upstairs. You could open an upstairs room if you wanted. You could open a
But-
room from the upper landing.
But she wouldn't be able to. I mean, what is her knowledge? Her knowledge.
But she
is
doesn't
only
have to.
50%.
She doesn't have to do that immediately, does she? The room still exists, and we know where the room is. But she doesn't have to be the one to attempt to open it. I can go to that room on my next turn and attempt to open it.
All right, cool.
So I don't have to go into the room.
You'll go into the room, but you don't have to interact with it, do you? It just says you may attempt to open the vault if you want, doesn't it?
Oh right.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds like a good card
Yeah.
to have.
You
So
can attempt. Okay. So I will do that then, if you think that's a good idea.
well, does she have the speed?
She does, yeah, because she's 3 spaces away from the landing, and then there are 2 rooms attached to the landing.
All right. So you go up to the landing. There you go. Perfect.
Good. And then attach the doorways up.
How do I rotate?
F, I think.
Like that.
Thank you. And then
So, yeah,
I
you're
take
on
the
this side of
event
it.
card.
Yeah,
Right.
that's an event. Oh, and then I see once we've opened that barrier, we can get 2 items. Cool. I like that.
So
room.
it doesn't look like it penalizes you if you fail the knowledge roll. So she may as well attempt it, right? Because
What does it say? Oh, yeah, you actually can. Yeah, you can totally do that.
so she
Okay,
can.
but I'll do the event first.
Okay,
Okay.
just a speed roll.
Angry being. It emerges from the slime on the wall next to you. You must attempt a speed roll. Okay.
And your speed is currently
She's all right. She's a little
4.
quick.
Okay.
Where is my speed? Okay, 4. So I roll
Yeah, okay.
4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. I can't do this.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
3.
So you
Take 1 mental damage.
Okay.
So wait,
Is that sanity?
The example of combat in the game specifically says that, for this example, Jenny takes 3 points of physical damage, so you can choose to lower her might by 2 and her speed by 1.
cool? You found it
Okay.
before I did.
Okay, so I can lower sanity or knowledge 1.
Yeah.
Well, which one should I do?
I would go with knowledge because you don't actually lose a number.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
that's right.
Yeah, you don't lose a dice with that one.
And now I can I still try the opening the vault?
Yeah.
You can, and you still get 3 dice with it. And then the thing is, next time you take damage to knowledge, you lose 2 dice. Then.
So you need a 6. You need 3 2s basically.
Well,
Oh.
no, never mind.
Oh.
You don't lose anything for attempting it.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
Oh,
Cool.
well, was it 5? Nah.
Oh,
Talka's turn.
Rejoice.